let's do a Toshi update. This is Toshi on base chain. Of course, Brian Armstrong's cat. Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase. And then Toshi was launched in 2023. And I've been in and out of Toshi since 2023 when it was first launched. Oh boy, have we seen a brilliant price move. Now, I did a video a number of weeks ago about Toshi, and that has, because of the recent price action, which you've seen, it's gone from, let's see, and I've been doing a lot of talk about Toshi on the Twitter account. Let me show you. Price range. So Toshi in the last couple of weeks has done a 1,700% move, 1,800% move. Okay, fantastic. Great to see. And post a comment below. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, post a comment below right now. Are you in Toshi? Are you still in? Did you take any profits recently? What's your Toshi journey? Okay, are you still holding a fat bag? I want to know right now. Quickly, let's do some price action. So for the people uninitiated with Toshi, very quickly, as I said, it's a meme coin. It was the first meme coin on Base Chain. Base Chain is Coinbase's own network. Okay, again, Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, has a couple of cats. One of the cats' names is Toshi, obviously named after Satoshi Nakamoto. And so some bright spark in 2023, around about the launch of Base Chain, went, oh, I'm going to create a meme coin called Toshi. Brilliant idea. Okay, great thinking. And it's had, some up and down price action as, crypto does. Had a beautiful move up to around about the 0.0075 mark right there. And then recent lows of like fractions of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a cent, right? And then what happened just the other day? Well, not that long ago, like a couple of weeks ago, back here, Coinbase, owned by Brian Armstrong, announced that they would be listing. It's on Toshi would be going on the schedule to be listed on Coinbase itself. Okay, so when that news came out, that's when you saw the price spike from 0.00013 all the way up to 0.0005. So on the news that Coinbase would be listing but hadn't listed yet, it was just going on the listing schedule, you saw a move of about 350%. Okay, then right about here, just a couple of days ago, what actually happened? Oh, it actually got listed on Coinbase. Cool. And now my exact timings may not be right, but the listing came out. And I think that was just that's around about right where the listing actually came out. So rumor of the listing here pumped about 350%. Then it actually got listed, and then it pumped another roughly 550 to 600%. Okay, an incredible amount of volume has gone through Coinbase to buy Toshi. Okay, it's been kind of the talk of, I would say it's probably been the meme coin talk in the last week or so, because everything else has been just kind of crypto has just either been just kind of ranging or actually going down, and Toshi was just going and then obviously Coinbase launching it, etc. It's just a lot of energy, a lot of eyes went onto it. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Where did we top out at? So far, we have topped out at right here at the 0.002 level. Okay, now again, I want you to post a comment below. I do know someone who posted on the Twitter channel to say they took profits at around about the 0.22, around about that top. So well done for taking profits. Have you taken profits along the way, my people? Okay, so people in Toshi, have you taken profits along the way? So here's what I have done. Currently, I have taken some profits, okay? And I'm waiting to see now what the price does. Will I get, back in with more Toshi with those profits? The answer is potentially yes. Okay, so we were looking for levels of where we could get back in, but let me just quickly show you on the hour, because this is probably probably stuff you need to know right now, okay? So this is breaking news. As I started the show, we have just seen a final break here on Toshi. Okay, this could be it. Okay, looks like Trump is having a bit of a move. Looks like Toshi might be having a bit of a move. Okay, so now we know what we need to do. I think the low could be in for Toshi, potentially. Now I'm just going to take some Fibonacci from this high and this low, and now what I'm looking for is confirmation. Have we broken over certain levels? Okay, so let me just go to here. This is frustrating. Let me go to that background sucks, and I want at least that to be not that thick line. I don't like those. Visibility, style, trend line, thickness, at least there. Okay, so ignore all the colors, but here's the Fibonacci from what is potentially the high here and the potential low. So the low in Toshi could be in. What would I want to see in order to be 99.9% confident that the low is in for Toshi and that we're probably moving onwards and upwards from here? Okay, so good news. And again, this just happened during the live show. We were down here, okay? We're around about here at the start of the show, and now we've just pumped up, let's see, we've pumped 25% in the time of the show. So good news, we are above this 0.236 level from this high and this low. And okay, I am almost confident now that this is the low, and here's the reason why. Where do you notice the levels of confluence between the high and the potential low? Right here. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can see a little bit closer. You're going to see my forehead right here. Look at that. You'll see my nose up in 3D. So take the high and take this low. If this were the low, I would be looking for areas of confluence with the Fibonacci levels. What do we see? Dunk. Okay, this is very good. I'm almost, I can't say certain that the low is in because we're not over certain confirmation levels. But look at this, okay? We've broken this trend line, just did it. Fast move to the upside, and also the Fibonacci from this high and this potential low right here lines up perfectly with the 0.618. Look at that, right there, perfectly enough, okay? And the 50 level, the 0.5 level right there, the 50% level right there, that's a level of confluence. You've got that level of resistance right there at the 0.236. Great news, we are above the 0.236, so that's at least what you need to see. Cool, on Toshi, the meme coin of base, the face of base right here. So that's good. What you now need to see is this, and that needs to hold. What I need to see really to be pretty darn confident is a move back above and holding above the 0.78, the 0.618, and that's at the 1760 level. So 0.001760. I need to see that, okay? That would be very good. I would give ultimate confidence. As you know me, if you're watching this been watching me for a long time, I do give preference to the 0.786. That would, on this particular time, I would say that's being ultra conservative, okay? I would actually probably say here, if you can break and hold that 0.001760 level right there, let me pop that in as a horizontal. I'm going to call that the final hurdle, okay? Final hurdle, new all-time highs. I'm breaking my rule here and putting it at the 0.786 level. Okay, so that's going to be 0.001760 is my final hurdle for new all-time highs. Please bear in mind, what does that mean? It needs to break and hold, not spike up to it. Okay, so if you have a spike like this, I'm not saying any of this is happening, by the way. You could break down back below here and find that as resistance. But hey, it's looking pretty good so far. It needs to at least crack above here and not spike. Spikes mean SHIT, as we say. It's all about closing. So if you can close the hour, preferably close the 4 hour, you start closing any 4 hour level above 0.001760, I'm going to say that's looking very good for a new all-time high to be made. So look, so far so good for Toshi. But as I did say, I did take some profits on Toshi, and I've been watching to see what the price does. If the price was going to go lower, I'll be buying back in, and now I'm just waiting for levels to say, okay, we're going to continue onwards and upwards from here. And yeah, that's it, pretty much it. So that 0.0016760 level is the final hurdle for me. I'd still be interested in buying or getting back in or scaling in at around about these levels now. So let me tell you right now, the only reason I haven't done this, the only reason I haven't scaled back in with my profits from Toshi, why I haven't started scaling back in, why haven't I? Because I'm live right now and I can't do it right now. I could go to a static screen and then make my little buy, but I probably won't do that. I'll just see where the price goes. So if it starts closing on the hourly time frame above here or any of these other Fibonacci levels, so above that 1450 level, above the 16 level right there, I'm looking to really scale in, and then I would be back all in with my profits that I made from Toshi. I'd be back in all in above that 1760 level, because that would say to me, oh yeah, no, we're going to make a play for here, and then onwards upwards we go. Let's take a look on the daily time frame, because I'm going to get rid of all of this Fibonacci. Let's get rid of all of the noise. I'll keep that in, and I just want to get rid of some of the noise here so you can see it a little bit more clearly. Okay, whatever that is, and all of that. Cool. So let's get rid of the noise and just pop it onto the daily time frame. So you do need to, here's the other end of the spectrum. Okay, here's the thing with the daily. I need to give you the contrarian view. Okay, you are already in, and this is where we are not out of the woods right now. We're not above that final hurdle of 0.001,760. Okay, so you can have a fake out here. Why? Because look at this massive move. We are extremely oversold on the daily time frame for Toshi. Okay, if I take a look at the weekly time frame, we're also in extremely overvalued territory on the relative strength index. You do not spend forever in there. Having said that, you can spend some time in here and the price can actually creep up higher while you're in the extremely, you can have this going down, but this going up. Okay, now that would set up maybe a bearish divergence. So what I'm saying is, from around about here, for my wonderful Toshi people, just be careful around here. Okay, we are not above the final hurdle just yet for me. Now you do you. If you're dollar cost averaging and you think Toshi all the way, it's already been listed on Coinbase, but it can go to 10 billion, 20 billion and all that. I love that. Okay, and we love Toshi fanboys. Because you've got to have fanboys and all things. That's a complimentary term. It's not a derogatory term, calling you a fanboy. That's really good. We want those, right? And what I've noticed and what I've definitely learned about the Toshi community, it is huge. It is so positive as well. They do an amazing job. If you post something about Toshi on Twitter, on X, repost, like, you guys really get around people who talk about Toshi and who are Toshi involved, all right? Of which I am. So it's a very good community. So I love the fanboys. Just bear in mind, we're just not over that level yet. We're extremely overvalued on the daily time frame. Give me 1 second, people. I'll be right back. I've just got to pop you on the static. Give me 1 second. And we're back. Sorry, my 3-year-old son just went, shoot, I had to get him out of there. So what was I saying? Yes, love the Toshi community, and it's great to see. I hope a lot of you have taken some profits here. I've taken some profits along the way. Okay, just bear in mind, extremely overvalued on the daily time frame and the weekly time frame. Let's pop down to the lowers though. You see, this is why you can still have a move. Okay, just really got to watch for the dead cat bounce. Now, for people who are just getting into crypto or getting into investing for the first time, what's a dead cat bounce? It's called a dead cat bounce or a relief rally. The morbid saying is, even a dead cat will bounce if you drop it from a high enough point. So let me say that again. Even a dead cat, like that's just completely limp, a dead cat will bounce if you drop it from a high enough point. Okay, so we're talking about it's terrible to say, right? But it's a relief rally. Okay, so you have a big move. Okay, don't forget, we've had a huge move since the Coinbase schedule listing, the Coinbase schedule, right? from there, and then the actual Coinbase listing here, okay, 1,600, 1,500, 1,700% kind of move. That's a big move, okay? So that's certainly dropping a dead cat from a very high point. So just watch out for a potential here, okay? I'm not saying it's going to happen. We could rocket up from here because Toshi's just eaten a bit and, you know, the community is so wonderful, which it is. Just bear in mind, move down, and a potential relief rally or dead cat bounce, and I would really watch it there, okay? If that does not close above 1760, you start moving back down, okay, you really got to watch out that that's a potential dead cat bounce and lower we go. I'm just giving you the heads up on that, okay? If you want to scale back in with some profits around about here, that's your choice, but have some stop losses in place. Be willing to lose what you've just put back in, okay? Now, for those wonderful people who maybe have bought the top. So someone did say in the comments on the YouTube channel just before that they are 50% down. Now, I think they're talking about Toshi, okay? They're 50% down. So maybe they bought around about here. Should you be selling out? I don't know. That's you. What I would be watching out for, though, is a relief rally, and I think we're in some kind of relief rally at the moment. So, for example, if you bought around about here, you might want to consider, I don't know, just watching what the price does around, as I said, just watch out for that. That's really all you need to know. Watch out for that potential dead cat bounce. But should you sell out? I don't know. You do you, and if you are bullish on Toshi in the longer term, then why wouldn't you just hold it? Okay, if you feel that crypto is going through a larger, if the altcoin season hasn't even really kicked off properly, at least the last portion of it, then you would just hold your Toshi. Like, don't stress about a 50% move. As long as you didn't put in more than you were willing to lose, did you put in more than you were willing to lose? Then yeah, okay, then that's going to give you some stress. But don't put yourself in stress. Never put in more than you're willing to lose, and plan to take some profits along the way and plan for 50% drops. It's going to happen, okay? But if you're bullish on Toshi and you're bullish on crypto in general, look, I'm bullish on Toshi in the longer term, okay? If crypto is going to go through a massive run in 2025, which I think it will, could be wrong, then Toshi is going to be one of them, okay? It's just, he just had this little outlying piece of great news for Toshi, so it's kind of like it's front run a bit of its move before everything else goes. Does that make sense? But it will go along with it. A rising tide raises all ships. Cool. So yeah, that's all you really need for Toshi. Bullish on it in the longer term. Watch out for potential moves lower. Okay, what are the potential moves down? Let's talk about that. If we are moving down further, where are the most obvious levels to watch out for? Okay, so I'm going to take, do some Fibonacci, and I'm going to do it from the low here and this high here for potential levels. So I'm going to do two kind of Fibonacci levels right here. So that high and so that low and that high. Okay. Oh, I've just got to tell you, it's looking interesting for Toshi. This is an interesting daily spike. Now, just very quickly, we've got 45 minutes until the start of the next day opens. Okay. If you close around about here, that's looking good for a move potentially higher. But again, you've got to get over that that level right there. Okay, but getting up to that 0.1760 level right there, that's actually putting this day in the green. So interesting. If that does in the next 45 minutes, it's very good. Anyway, what was I saying? Potential lower prices. This is the major one I would look out for. Okay, obviously you've got the previous all-time high, which is here. Okay, you've got that. Okay, so watch out for there at 0.0075. Okay, so that's, you know, a breakout of that previous all-time high and a retest of the all-time high. Very normal. Okay, so something like a breakout and then a retest and then, you know, onwards and upwards. Great, that would be lovely to see. But potentially watch out for down here. This is the 0.786 level. This is the reverse that I'm doing, okay, from this low and this high, the 0.786, and it happens to coincide with this spike here, and that's at around about 0.0055. If you want to front run it, you could call it 0.006. So I would call that the best buy zone. That's what I'm going to pop in right here. Best buy zone for Toshi is probably right now for you, dollar cost average and do that. Okay, but if you're looking for the best bang for buck, the best risk to reward, okay, then that would be the best buy zone here. Now, am I saying it's definitely going here? No, I'm just saying watch out for this range, okay? And that's between the previous all-time high, okay, and this Fibonacci level right there. So that's my best buy zone. Why is that not happening? I just need to do that. There we go. Text, make it white, best buy zone. What's that between? That's between, you'll do that, best buy zone. Cool. And you can look at that. Now, if you want to, after the show is done, you can go back to the replay, pause this, take a screenshot. But it's somewhere between 0.0055 and 0.00, it's 000. So it's somewhere between 0.0055 and 0.0075, roughly. Okay, that's the best buy zone area. Let me pop that into the inside and pop that in the center. Cool. So that's Tosh right there. Okay, we're in a bit of a holding pattern at the moment. Go back onto the hourly time frame, see where we are. This is why Fibonacci for me is so interesting. Okay, now we've had this little bit of a spike. That's that one. I'm going to get rid of that for now. We're nearly done with the Toshi stuff, and then we're going to get to all the comments and have a good old chat with my GMS family. Let me get rid of the fib. And let me pop in this new fib from this high and this low. And is there any? Look at that spike right there. So you've just got to watch out for this stuff. This high and this low. No, it hasn't spiked at that area there, but finding some resistance here, and that's on the 1 hour time frame. We've just opened the new hour, okay, about 20 minutes ago, and then we are seeing a bit of a move down. So what we need to see it hold, as I said before, this is again on the sort of intraday. You need that 0.786 level, sorry, the 0.236 level right here at 0012, 0012, 00125 to hold. Cool, that's for Tosh. Okay, you need to see that hold and then break up very quickly. Otherwise, potential move back down. Cool. So that's why, even though we've had this move back above, we've broken that above that horizontal line, that trend line. Even though we broke that trend line, which is good to see, we're having a potential retest. Okay. Now, oftentimes when you break a trend line, you can break out and have a retest of it. So watch around about here for a potential support. Okay, breakout and retest, particularly on an hour or 4 hour time frame. Yeah, very, very normal. Okay, and that would also set up. Watch out for a fake out there. So then starts heading back down, and people who aren't watching technical analysis, they're not looking at downtrend lines, they're not looking at Fibonacci. They just say, "Oh no, it's back down here. I'm getting out." They sell, and then you have a quick spike here, and then onwards and upwards. Okay, just bear all of that in mind. Cool, cool. Yeah, that is Tosh. On the relative strength index on the 1 hour time frame, it is trending up. So look, we're in a trading we're in a range at the moment. Nothing has confirmed for me personally yet that we are definitely going higher and higher from here, or that we're definitely going lower and lower from here. We're just testing stuff. Cool. That is Toshi. Let's do some comments, people.